Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're seeing this video. I think it's high time I share my recovery process with the world as someone who survived a strange paralysis. Yes. Of course, what you see in this video now is my current state because you might think this is kind of what, but I'm thanking God for helping me to get to this point. Yes, when I sit down doing my job, you think, look at this healthy, this and that. I'm looking so good, that and that. But nobody knows how I get to that seat. If I tell you that I've recovered, that's why you're seeing this now. You will not believe it. Yes, my every mornings are always like this. I thank God because there was a time when I couldn't do all of this. I couldn't stand at all. Yes, but though it takes me time to stand up in the mornings because somehow the paralysis, God have healed me, but the waist down is still a problem for now. But I thank God I can still do things for myself the way I am. So this is me trying to stand up for my bed that this morning. Yes, I struggled so much. Then I wanted to get a t-shirt to wear because I looked at the time, it was very early for me to start preparing for work. Although I don't do much before going to work because of my situation. So looking at it, I said, okay, let me get a t-shirt. The struggle for me to get that t-shirt, that's what you're seeing on this video. The thing is that I'm so grateful to God because I never thought I was going to survive what I survived, but to God be the glory. Yes, I am here and I'm getting stronger and better, and I know that God's healing will become permanent in my life. So it takes over 20 minutes for me to stand up from my bed, walk towards the bathroom, and do all of that. It was somehow this morning. I think I use around 10 minutes. Yes, because I always try to time myself to see how better I do the next day. By 10, was it up to 20 minutes on this day? Yes, it took me around 10 minutes. Now I got the shirt to I've worn it. I'm coming back. I want to because it's still very early. I want to see the back, the struggle. You will not understand. Where I'm standing, if I don't tell you that I have a problem like this, you won't know. So me now thinking how I'm going to go back down because my bed is actually on the floor, the phone. So me testing out the side I will use in going down first. Jesus, it was God. My mouth is sharp when I'm talking to you. I'm very, I sound very sharp, but only I know what I go through on daily basis. But I know God will solve this problem too. So me, I'm trying to see how I can go down, which method I'll use in going down that I won't feel much pain because once I try to bend, the it will look like my bone wants to pop out of my waist, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I let out a very loud scream here. I had to I had to mute it because the scream was so loud that even only God knew what I was going through here. The pain. I've not even touched the foam yet. Mhm. Just like that. Manage. Yes, I finally sat down. I finally sat down. Meaning I've conquered that moment. At least sitting down already now, it means I'm not standing up from this place except I'm ready to go freshen up. Yes, because the pain I experienced while standing up and sitting back is not an easy one. It's not an easy one. I don't even pray for my enemy to experience what I experienced in these past few months. Yes, after sitting there, trying to enter the bed very well so that I could lie down a bit, as there was still time for me to start getting ready to go to work. Of course, I have to go to work because I have bills, debt to pay. Because during the time I was totally paralyzed, I was not going anywhere. Only God knew what I incurred. I incurred a lot, and with no support, uh, I won't lie. I had to take a lot of loans. Yes, even I used up my business. If you look at my page, you see that I used to do fish business, and that fish business was a partnership business. I used up everything. Of course, how do I tell my partner that I used up our business money to save my life? So it's not even possible. That is why now that I'm recovering, I have to continue with the job because I am an auditor. I can work from anywhere, and fortunately for me, I got a job that I can actually manage from one spot. So at least so I could save up and clear up my debt. But then before all of that, I'm very, very grateful to God. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.